What up, everybody? I'm back again. I'm back again for a new review. I am picking up another show, uh, and I just realized when I was going through some of the shows that was coming on, these new shows, I might see Secrets and Lies is coming back on Sundays. Now I know I do Basketball Wives on Sundays, but you know what? When you're new, you trying to get new subscribers. You kind of hit all types of different types of things that you're going to actually review. I just can't be on Ratchet 101 7 days, 24/7, 7 days a week. I'm not going to go that route. So y'all get ready to get a little bit of. Hold on. Oh Lord. Ain't that a bitch? Y'all gonna get a little bit of normalcy, but I'm gonna be doing Lethal Weapon. I'm gonna do a few other things, but I just wanted to come to y'all with Secrets and Lies because I seen it last year. I liked it. And who I really like is Juliette Lewis. Juliette Lewis is the one that plays Detective Cornell. That bitch, you can't read her for nothing. Even if she really thinks that you innocent or whatever, it's just she doesn't have no middle card. She just plays that starch row, and you never know what she's thinking. She's one of the best. Detectives that there can be. She don't show no favoritism to nobody, even though if she has a sympathy card for them or she knows that they're not. They're not even might not even be a suspect. You know how most people, if you get that vibe like they're cool and or that they know that you're telling the truth, she don't give you none of that. She's so stark. So I liked her last year. I like how the series actually goes. The series has kind of like How to Get Away with Murder. It has a lot of flashbacks in the whole thing. So if you don't catch it from the very first couple of episodes, and you say, "Oh, okay, I'm going to start watching this show," it doesn't work like that. Because in order to know what's going on, you got to be there from the beginning. So if y'all haven't seen it, check it out. It's only been one episode that came out this past Sunday, and it's a very good episode. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review. So y'all know oh dude, I want to say his name was Malcolm, and from How to Get why did I get married? To Think Like a Man, 1 and 2. He's the one that was married to um, um, the chef trying to get with Taraji. The no good wishful thinking dude, and the dude from Perfect God. He's been in some different movies. Um, he's been in actually a lot of good movies besides just Thinking Like a Man. He was in another one, Kevin Hart's movie, where he was him and the girl was. Kevin Hart was. I can't remember. Um, Because Kevin Hart and his girlfriend, they were sitting there doing in the bathroom, doing this, doing that. I can't remember the name, but anyway, y'all know his name is Michael Ealy. He's in here now. His name is Eric Warner. Now I'm gonna give you. It's the Warner family basically, and the Warner family's girlfriends or the Warner family. The Warner family has. I'm gonna basically tell you. They have this investment firm. Big money making investment financial firm. And everybody in here, there's a lot of different players. Only so many was introduced in this episode, so you're not gonna have too many names that you need to remember. But there's Eric Warner. There is Patrick Warner, his brother. There is the father, and I forget his name is John Warner. And then there is Amanda Warner. There's Kate Warner, who is the victim in this thing. She's married to Eric. And I'm not sure who if Amanda's married or not, but she's married to this black man, and he's fine. I mean, that's all I'm gonna sit there and say is he's fine, and his name is Greg. And Patrick has a girlfriend who's a floozy. I don't know what her name is, and you know how I feel about bitches, so I ain't gonna look her up. So that is what it is, folks. So anyway, it starts off with, I know y'all see it. It starts off with what? Oh, Kate coming down saying, I believe I can fly. I can believe I can touch the sky. And then go pop on the pavement. All we see is her coming down. Plop, plop, boom. Eric running over there to her. And he's sitting there. And he's holding her. And I mean, he ain't even rocking. He ain't even rocking. He just holding her. So the daddy come running, Amanda come running, and everybody sitting there trying to talk. People off the street was sitting there saying, are you alright? He ain't said a damn word. But then, Detective O'Connell, her name is Detective Cornell. I'm not going to call her by her first name because she's a detective. I'm going to give her those props. Detective Cornell comes over. She said, Mr. Warner, I'm sorry about your loss, sir. But can I please have my victim? Because when I said he's holding him, he has her grip like this with his arms underneath her shoulders, underneath her. He's holding her like this. He got her gripped. And he said, this is my wife. And she said, I know, but this is my victim. I'm sorry for your loss. And we can talk in the lobby if you want to. But I need to get my victim. So he goes into the lobby all bloodied up and everybody following him. And you have all the different players at this particular point in time. I don't know all of their names, but I've already introduced you to the names of the different people that are in this whole scenario. They have some people that work for the firm named Neil. There's a guy named Danny. A couple of females. So once again, don't ask me their names because bitches don't mean shit to me. Besides Amanda, I know we'll get to his secretary later, but anyway, they're up in there and they're asking questions. So Amanda said, well, first of all, she said. So the detective acted like she was getting ready to ask. She said, I understand that y'all, a lot has happened tonight, but I need to get at least some type of statements from each one of y'all because it's freshest in your mind. Fine, I understand that. But when she started thinking, and she was going to start to question Eric in more detail, and she does it so smooth. In a way, you want to say that she's just straight up a bitch. Okay? I'm not going to say that she has no feeling. She's the most, she'll sit there and say that she's sorry. But you ain't feeling no sorry from this bitch because she doesn't portray any emotions whatsoever. So when even her saying that she's sorry, it's just as hollow as the day is long because you looking at the bitch the way she said, I'm sorry. But you come on now, baby. You can sit there and have some type of sympathy for the family for just what happened. Don't be that cruel. You can just sit there and say, did you see anything? Did you hear anything? Whatever. But all this in-depth thing on part of your investigation, this was not the time and place. So, Amanda, Eric's sister, because at first I thought Dad was his wife's father, because Dad is white. So all the brothers and sisters must be mixed, because all of them have the same mama, because that comes up later on in the episode too. But Amanda is an attorney. She said, well, if you will have any questions from this point on, I want to be contacted because as of now, I'm his counsel. Now, I want to give y'all a backdrop on the season 1 first. The person that they think it is, it's not gonna be him. Okay? And if it is, maybe they're just gonna make that the switch to say, well, everybody's gonna think it's not him. But there's gonna be so many twists and turns and so many things that gonna come out, and there's gonna be so many things that he's gonna be holding, that Eric is gonna be holding back, and it's gonna make him even look more guilty, and it's gonna be everything that's leading up, but then there's gonna be things he's gonna be start chasing. This is just the way the last episode went, and I can see it already being the same way. She has it fixated who she thinks it might be, but then she'll sit there and consider a couple other people. But what y'all gotta do, y'all just gotta follow shit very closely, because don't go off a read on who she's questioning and how she's questioning them, because you can't read Detective Cornell. You cannot read her. She has no emotion, so you don't know what she's believing for real. She gonna follow. The thing is that she is thorough. She gonna follow every lead. She gonna break it all the way down. I mean, so when I know her case, if they go to court, she already got that shit lock, stock, and barrel. She don't rush to no decision. She ain't gonna just jump out there. She don't do that. But see, people don't know that, so they be thinking that they're gonna hold something back. So right now, there's little things that come out now, and still, I mean, instead of just motherfuckers, sometimes they be thinking, okay, I'm just gonna run my mouth. Now, my sister, who's an attorney who knows her shit, and I'm gonna respect her. If she say don't say nothing, don't say nothing. But I just want to clear my name up type of shit. Don't do that shit. That's the reason why some of y'all motherfuckers get in jail. Don't do that. I mean, I done worked in the legal field for over 20 years, baby. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. I'll be seeing it on First 48, and I'll be like, what? Huh? You up in that room, and you letting them say this, that, and that, and we can prove it, and blah, blah, blah. Just nip that shit all in the motherfucking bud and say, where's my attorney? Now, even if you want to sit there and dispute it or try to tell your side, you and your attorney come up with y'all's game plan, but you just don't start spurting off what you sit there and saying there. And then, when it comes to the law, people just, not black, white, whatever. Sometimes they just do some of the dumbest shit. But this is the type of shit I like. I love law shows. I love something like it's like a mystery like this, whodunits and stuff like that. I love this. That's why I kind of like this show. So she's telling Eric, and Eric is distraught. But in the same token, he finds out. So he ends up finding out that. So she was insinuating. Detective. I want to say doctor. Detective Cornell was insinuating maybe what she's investigating. She's trying to determine if it was a suicide or a murder. He said, my wife didn't kill herself. She said, well, how do you know? Was you on the roof? He said, I know my wife, she would not kill herself. Because she's pregnant. No, but no, he said, but we haven't told anybody yet. It was going to be our surprise. I just found out today before the party. Now he's flashing back when she came home, and prior to them getting dressed to go to this party that they was actually having that night. And they doing the little kissy huggy, because all throughout the whole episode he's having flashbacks of them. And then after he said he was pregnant, he had a flashback on how when he found out he was pregnant, and she was like, I guess she was in the bathroom and she was looking at the pregnancy stick, and then he came in and she kind of threw it in the basket. And he said, what's wrong? He said, I know you, what's wrong? And she was like, y'all, I'm gonna get predictions. I believe that baby was not his. I believe she was fucking somebody else, and that's the reason why she had that look on her face, because there was not a look of joy. Because she said, well, he said, I think I know what it is. You think you can keep anything from me? I know you. So he reaches behind the wall and pulls out this little onesie and said, I did this. He says, that's what you was trying to tell me? And she was like, yeah, how'd you know? No, he said something prior to that. He said, is there something that's going to happen? He didn't say it was something that's going to happen in 9 months, but basically he was saying that you're pregnant. And then he pulled the little 90. Is that what you was trying to tell me? She said, oh, yeah, yeah. He said, you can't keep nothing from me. You know I'm a sleuth. And I said, nigga, you never even once asked me. But this is your wife, so I guess you wouldn't. But that whole look that she had on her face, there's something wrong. There's something definitely wrong with this. And I don't know if he's thinking that or whatever in the back of his head, because there's certain little things that's going on. And just to get this part out the way, I'll tell you how Detective Cornell can pull things out. He had a juvenile record because he then pushed somebody off of some roof or whatever, some little boy in his past. So this nigga got shit with him. But he has that whole look, y'all. I don't care. I want to get y'all's opinion. He has the whole entire look on his face, like he is guilty. But it could be, in the same token, it could be just the grief that he lost his wife. But I believe he knows. I truly believe. I don't think it's gonna be he's gonna be caught off guard. I think he did find out that she was having an affair on him, and I don't think that it went the way that. But flashbacks are flashbacks. So him thinking that baby was his, because he had another flashback later on in the episode, and I'll get to that. But he had another flashback, and he's crying over that T-shirt. But when he's crying over the T-shirt, I'm like, does he think that's not his? But you don't have no flashback of her saying that it was his baby. Well, at that time, I think he thought it was his baby. By the time that she fell off that roof, I think he knew it was not his baby. I bet you we're going to see so much shit that's going to happen in this episode that we're going to find out that he later learned by the time that party took place that was not his baby. So in the beginning, when this verse comes on, I don't believe he thought that. I mean, I believe he really did think that was his baby. So Amanda and them is that tight-knit family. So he was like, well, I'm getting ready. I'm going to go back to the house. They say, nah, nigga, you don't need to be alone. So we're going to go back to the house. So they sitting there having dinner, and everybody's around the table. It's Amanda, her boyfriend, Patrick, his girlfriend. Now Patrick is the lush, and I kind of like Patrick's style. Patrick's a lush. I don't like red boys, so y'all ain't gonna hear me say he's so fucking cute. I mean, if it came down to it, and there was nobody else in the room, I was fucked up. Yeah, I ain't gonna sit there and say I'm gonna turn down a light skin boy, but I would definitely have a darker before I have a red boy. That's the point of mine. But so I'm not gonna put nothing to him. And Dad's over there. And everybody's just talking. It's just like, it reminded me of the Greenleaf. If y'all seen the Greenleaf series, it kind of reminded me of that series, where everybody's sitting down at the dinner table, and everybody's just trying to watch what they say and be very sensitive to Kevin, not to Kevin, to Eric, because he just lost his wife. But don't get me wrong, Amanda was close to her. Amanda really, took it very hard. The whole family is taking it hard, because Kate was really, they were a family, you know what I'm saying? And they used to sit back and they used to laugh and joke and different things. But the father is passing, that party that they was having was because the father is retiring and Eric is going to be in charge of the firm. That was what they were celebrating. That's the reason they was at that party. So now, so they was like, well, you need to take off today. So he wants to act like, well, no, the next day, I'm going to work. And so, mind you, when they was leaving, Detective Cornell told them, don't come tomorrow because we're going to be doing some forensic stuff, and it's not going to be, just stay away from the office. Now, he heard it, everybody heard it. But he wanted to go to the office the next day because he said he don't want to give people in the office no reason to be talking. And he just worried about the appearance on how strong that would make their family look, since it's a family-based firm. They walking up there, so she said, well, we all going. And so he said, he already knows sis ain't having it. Shit, you ain't going nowhere, nigga, right now without me and Pops. Because we know you kind of feeling all down and out right now. You just going to have to sit there and pull yourself some together. So we going. And they go. And they walking up to the building. And she said, drop it. Doctor, stop it. Damn. Detective Cornell said, drop it. And then she seen them coming and she was like, negative on the drop it. And what did you see? They threw a motherfucking mannequin off the top of the building and came down and went, Eric was up. It was like he couldn't even breathe, like he just stopped breathing. And everybody, sister, Amanda, Dad, even Cornell was like, so, by this point, shit, fucking, y'all killed off. Y'all can see this shit now. I was trying to prevent y'all from coming. I thought I told your motherfucking monkey ass not to come to the office, but since you did, nada boo boo, this is what you got. I tried to warn you. So they go up there. So she's why everybody's at work? Because you would think that the whole firm would have just sitting there taking off since somebody in the company line, but no, everybody came in there. And so Eric was sitting there saying when they was at home, yeah, no. He was telling his coworker Neil, because he seen Neil, Detective Cornell, pull him into the office to question him. And when she got finished, he came into his office. He said, well, she's just talking about where was I, things like that. She didn't go into too much detail. He said, but I'm surprised so many people came in here. It just shows you how much they support your family. No, they didn't say that. His secretary said that. He said, I'm surprised so many people came in here to support. That just shows how much they support your family. He said, oh, or just so they can come in here and be nosy and see what's going on and get shit started. She was like, But yeah, so Neil was one of the characters. I don't really know what his role is. Somebody. First of all, there's only a limited amount of people that could have done this. It had to be people at that part. All we've been introduced now is Neil and Danny, and then there's females. I don't think Amanda did it because I just don't see where Amanda would do it. I don't know why Amanda would do it. So right now, the only suspects that I have is Eric, the husband, Danny, Patrick, and Neil. It could be that or Daddy. I'll find one of them is probably most likely going to be the killer. I don't know anybody else in the office, but like I said, there's a lot of people in that office. But the cast that we just have right now that we just seen or had any interaction with has been those cast members. So then his secretary was like, well, he said, you got a lot of stuff on your plate. And then she said, yeah, I'll get to it. And he said, well, don't you still work for me? She said, yeah, but we got some other pressing matters. And she said, I've already sit there and got a selection on different caskets and flowers. And she had this little, pamphlet, right? When you have an executive assistant like that, they be on it. And so she had it for him. He looking at it. He doing more flashbacks of those different times when they was laying around talking. And I'm like, okay, let's get past the flashbacks. Unless it's something important that's going to make me figure out something about who might have or what something that might have popped in his mind that he forgot about or something. But not those little, mushy little moments. So he rushed him. So he said, well, Kate wouldn't want no, wallowing. So she preferred to be cremated. So let's make that happen. Let's have a memorial at the house, and let's do that as soon as possible. He storms out, and Detective Cornell is leaving. He's like, Detective Cornell, I don't know what these people are telling you, but I didn't kill my wife. She said, well, you on the roof? He said, I didn't kill my wife. She said, well, we'll figure it out, one way or the other. And so I'm like, why would you go out? People do dumb shit. I'm not saying that this is fake, because it really is reality. People do dumb shit like that, thinking that they just gonna go out and say, I didn't do it, and I mean I didn't do it, and then a person goes, oh, okay, but you didn't say it like that before. You said it like that? Okay. Bitch, fuck all that motherfucking dumb ass shit. So my sister comes into the office. Everybody's doing their little thing in the office. Sister comes in the office. Um, Dad just called, and the autopsy is complete on Kate. And we get ready to go down there. He said he started putting his coat on, buttoning it up. He said, you think I'm not gonna go down there and see this? Get the autopsy results from my wife? You got me twisted. Basically, is what he was saying. She was okay. So they get down there. Of course, we know the bitch fell from a tall thing, but she did have marks on her wrist, so it shows a struggle. So it wasn't a suicide; it was definitely a homicide. And then, guess what? The bombshell dropped that she had been pregnant before. And he said, so they whatever the term, the medical terms they were saying meant that she had had a child previously. And so the daughter, Amanda said, "What? How's that possible?" And so he said, "Well, what's that mean?" It means that she had a child before. He said, "No, this is gonna be our first child," which means she had one before y'all's child, which means that's going to just be a whole nother storyline in this thing. So, like I said, this is just episode 1, and whatever y'all thinking right now, I'm telling you, it's kind of like How to Get Away with Murder, except for we know that there's a murder, but the suspects, you might think they coming up with evidence that it might be this person or this person might turn out to be innocent. You ain't gonna know what is what until the season finale. I'm gonna tell y'all that. And any show that keeps you captivated to see who did it, and it can do it for that many episodes before you find out who did it, I gotta give it to them. I gotta give it to them for real. So that's not the kicker on this whole thing. So now they having the memorial service, and Eric's working the crowd, and she had a lot of people that cared about her, y'all. A lot. There was a lot of people there, and so he's mingling through. And one lady called her Karen. Her name was Kate, and another guy was talking about this was a sad thing. I mean, just as dry and bored as he wanted to be. I mean, it was just some people. So he wanted to get away. So he went to this little room where his brother and sister was, and they were sitting there laughing about how some of these crazy those folks were in there. And then Pops came in there. But Patrick said this, y'all. He said, "Well, I guess there's an elephant in the room." I said, "So I guess we're gonna talk about it. Has anybody seen Mom?" And Amanda said, "Why in the fuck would I want to go see that? See her?" Patrick said, "Well, she still is our mom." And so then Dad comes open up the door. We got people who came to see us and mourn with us, and they're looking to see you. He said, Patrick said, "All of us?" He said, "All of y'all." So they come out. And then Eric sees Detective Cornell there, asking people questions. And so so he's avoiding them for a second, but then Dad comes on, "Bitch, what is you doing here during this period of time?" She said, "Well, most of the people that was at the party are here, and I felt like this would be, well, you thought wrong, bitch. Back up. Come on now. Don't even play no motherfucking game. We are having a memorial service for my daughter-in-law, and this is a family thing, and we don't have time to be asking no questions about what happened on that day. There's a time and a place." That's what I'm talking about. Cornell has no sensitivity. That bitch, you come there when you motherfucking goddamn have one leg in the car and one leg out, and you bleeding profusely, and be asking you some dumbass questions. Bitch, stop it. Damn. Anyway, y'all, I gotta get ready to get up out of here. I am going to be doing If Loving You Is Wrong, Queen Sugar, and wait a minute. What's today? Today was we got Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon, Empire, Queen Sugar. I'm gonna be doing videos all day. Peace out, y'all. Subscribe, like, and look. Love, peace, and happiness. I give you that little sexy look.